Hey, everybody, it's Patrice. I just finished taping a television show that's going to air this Saturday, but I just wanted to take a moment to express my deepest condolences. When I went to bed last night, my small group of friends, we were texting that there was a crash, and it just so happened that one of our friends landed at DCA a few minutes before the flight, I believe it was a Canadian Air flight from Wichita, Kansas, was hit by the black the Black Hawk helicopter, and it was just waking up this morning. I woke up at 3, I think, and I was just scrolling to see the video footage and to understand if anybody had survived. It appears from what we know that no one has, and man, I just thought to myself, how many times have I flown through DCA? Many. Um, how many times I pray going up and I pray coming down, no joke. But the flights where I fall asleep and I don't wake up until, I'm shaken by the bump of the wheels hitting the ground. And I can't help but think all of the family members who will not be saying, um, won't get to say goodbye to their friend, to their loved ones. The husbands who are waiting to pick up their wives at the airport. The parents whose little kids were fast asleep in their beds and won't get that good morning kiss from mommy or daddy. And that it felt like a sucker punch in the gut when I thought that, that could be any of us at any time in any moment. And it is such a reminder that the Bible reminds us that we should always be ready, but most importantly, that we need to know who Jesus is, declare that he is Lord, welcome him into our hearts and into our lives. The old saints used to call it making your election known. It's like if your eyes closed tomorrow, if you were in a sudden car crash, an airplane incident, if stray bullet, there are probably a billion ways where the next moment, the next breath could be snuffed out of our bodies. Where would you wake up on the other side of eternity? And I think that's something to remind us that the mundane tasks, the things that we do without thinking, jumping in the car to go pick up the kids from school, catching the train. Think of the train derailment in DC. Well, it was over 10 years ago now, but how many people never get to say goodbye to their loved ones? How many loved ones didn't know that this was their last flight, this was their last car ride, this was their last train ride? So it's important that we know where we know who holds our soul, and we know the destination for our souls for eternity. And then when it comes to our loved ones, never taking it for granted that we won't see them again. Never taking for granted that when, your spouse leaves the house to go to the office, to go pick up the kids, to go run groceries, that you will see them again, that you'll see your parents again. And then when you have that perspective, I think all of the fights, the disagreements, all of the things that separates us suddenly become so small. All of the things that we allow to separate us from people become so insignificant in moments like this. Because I'm sure I can imagine how many people are living with the regret of, I wish that wasn't my last word to them. I wish that wasn't my last text message. I wish I'd picked up the phone when he or she called. I wish I made time for them. I wish I'd gone for coffee. I wish, the regrets. So my prayer, praying for the loved ones, the family members who are hoping for a miracle, and God still specializes in miracles, but also praying for those who are grieving, who are in shock, who are going to be living with the impacts of a lost loved one for the rest of their lives, and maybe you will one point probably deal with some regrets. I pray that they find peace. Peace is not an abstract idea. Peace is Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace. The Holy Spirit is the one that comforts us. And my deepest prayer is that even out of this dark moment, that they will find comfort, peace, and even hope. That the darkness won't envelope them in pain, and that they're surrounded by love. That they're surrounded by love. All right. Give the ones you love a call, a text, a hug. Let's not take life for granted.